Alright guys, for those of you who think lockpicking is a new hobby, this should be a wake-up call for you. This is a unique opportunity to look at a piece of American history here that one of my subscribers sent in. His name is Dr. Nelson Weaver. He sent in a nice letter. He's a curator for the Smithsonian National Museum of the American Indian. And apparently some of the ancient burial sites, they've dug up things like this. They have several. And he sent one for us to take a look at. He was surprised by how similar this is to the tools that we use today. And, you know, it's pretty rough, I'll grant you that. I mean, the American Indians didn't have grinders and Dremel tools and all that. It's kind of rough looking, and it's also much, much larger. When you take a look at this one and you compare it to a tool that you guys have seen many, many times, this is the medium hook from the Praxis kit, you can see just how huge this old lockpick is. And I did call him and ask him about that, and he says, well, the reason the Indians developed this is because they'd often capture like a Wells Fargo box when they'd hold up stagecoaches, and they had to figure out how to get into them. They couldn't, knock into them with rocks, so they very quickly developed this. And the lock keyways were much, much larger back then. Now in the letter, Dr. Weaver did ask me to demonstrate this, so I really want to. And I looked around, and the largest keyway I could find, believe it or not, is on a master lock. I didn't have any Wells Fargo cash boxes laying around, but thought we'd try to get inside of here. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to because it's just too big, even to get into this very large keyway. So what I thought I would do is, it is kind of rustic looking. What I thought I might do is just file it down just a little bit, just so it'll fit in this keyway, so I can do a demo for you guys. So give me just a minute, and I'll see what I can do to size this correctly for a modern, smaller keyway lock. Alright guys, while I have my Bosnianbill clone working on that Indian pick in the background, hopefully he doesn't screw it up too bad, I thought this would be a good chance to do the weekend giveaway, this being Saturday and all. I've actually got a lot of stuff here from Pick Pals in Australia. There's their website, and they send in all of this stuff. This is the actual giveaway on this side, and then they've got a new project they're trying to initiate, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's first talk about the giveaway. Inside of here, I just cut this open, is a brand new multi-pick Elite, and you guys have seen this before. I did a review of it. Total of 9 pieces, all the most common picks, but these really are top drawer picks. All stainless steel, very tough stuff, laminated stainless steel handles, just very nicely done. I'll put the link for the review down in the description, so you guys can take a closer look at that. But brand new packet, Elite 9. To go along with that, I mean, this truly is top drawer stuff. It only makes sense that you get an intermediate level training lock. And that's where this guy comes in. From Pacific Lock, it looks like Pick Pals contracted with them to produce this thing. You get a 6-pin key. So unlike most medium security locks, this one comes with all 5 chambers pinned up. Very heavy duty, solid aluminum body. Inside of there is your 6-pin core, and you can remove that core by removing that set screw and then popping them out. You can repin them fairly easily. The shackle, but the nice thing about this is you don't need a vise. It's chunky enough where you can hold it in your hand. You can tension it from either the top or from the bottom. It is a fairly paracentric keyway, as you see there. So I would say that I would classify this as an intermediate level attempted pick or training lock. Okay, that will be the giveaway this week. So if you go to the website right there, big purple button, click it, register, and then maybe you'll be the lucky winner of this Pick Pals intermediate level pick set with the Elite 9 and the Pick Pals training lock. All right, that's the giveaway, but now we have something a little bit different. This is also from Pick Pals. This Lockwood, they're trying to start a new, remember years ago I started the traveling lockbox. Didn't work out too well, and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of locks just vaporized. They just disappeared on me, and I had no idea to this day where any of them ever ended up. Pick Pals wants to do the same kind of thing. So they've created a training lock that's, they intend for this to travel around to different people, let them try to pick it, video it, and show your success or not so much, because I got to tell you, I tried picking this, and it looks easy enough. It's a fairly open keyway. It is actually pinned up by Typeen for Pick Pals as the Pick Pal Challenge. He did it in the fall of last year. I don't know where this lock has been before. It got to me, but what I can tell you is I was not able to pick it. No clue. I got several false sets, but after 6 10-minute attempts or an hour of picking, I was not able to get into this. So this is kind of a whipped video. But anyway, I'm not going to gut it, though, because this is designed to be traveling. Since I wasn't able to get into it, I don't deserve to see what Typeen put inside of here. So what I'd like you to do, go ahead and send a message if you're interested. If you've got the skills and you're willing to video it, send me an email, and I will forward all of the Pick Pals, and they will pick the winner of this lock, and then I'll send it to you. And then they'll keep track of this. I'm not going to do it, but Pick Pals will keep track of where this lock is, and they'll tell you when you've had it long enough and when to send it to the next attempted picker. Anyway, guys, there you go from Pick Pals. Appreciate your time, guys. Stay safe, stay legal. Let's get back to that Indian pick and see what my clone has gotten with it. All right, guys, it actually came out pretty nice. And not only did I thinned out the blade a little bit and cleaned up the tip so it'll fit into kind of a modern keyway, I also took the time to polish it. And I got some of that 200-year-old grime off of there. It actually came out not bad. Came out kind of shiny. It's a little bit soft. I don't know what they used for the metal, but I think it's going to be perfectly serviceable. Now, Dr. Weaver did not send a tensioner, so I'm going to have to use a modern tensioner. I have no idea how the Indians tension those Wells Fargo locks. Let's see if I can fit this dude in here. And we'll just hold it in my hand, I guess. I'll use my thumb. That ought to work. And take this dude and just slide him up in there and see how well he works. Look for a binder. Nothing has changed in 200 years. And there we go. This old lockpick works just as good today as it did 200 and something years ago when the Indians ground it out somewhere in the southwestern desert. Anyway, fellas, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Dr. Weaver, thank you so much for sending this in and giving us a chance to take a look at some American history. Thanks, guys. Oh, yeah, one more thing. It's a day early, but April Fools. There is no Dr. Nelson Weaver. This is actually a handmade pick sent in by Wounded Tiger. He sent that in for me to take a look at, and I have been desperately trying to figure out how to fit this into a video. And guys, this is all I could come up with. Appreciate your time. April Fools.